Hello everybody, it is Monday, July the 13th. Wow, I can't believe this month is going so fast. Kids will be back in school before you know it. A little housekeeping before we start today's class, and it's bonus days. Bonus days, you get $5 coupon to spend in August for every $50 that you spend in July. The Stampin' Up! Will send you an email with a $5 coupon code for every $50 that you spend. You can spend 50, you can spend 100, you can spend as much as you want. But for every $50, you'll get a coupon that will allow you $5 off when you shop Stampin' Up! In August. So that's about the only bonus information that I have today. Next, just wanted to remind you that the large annual Stampin' Up! Catalog is live, and it is, you can shop from it clear through, I don't have my glasses on, May 3rd. It's in the camera. And then we're getting ready to launch the holiday catalog, and you'll be able to shop from it starting in August through December. And the dates are August 4th through January 4th. If you have ordered from me, whether it's Paper Pumpkin or other stamp sets, papers, supplies, and your name is in my Stampin' Up! Customer Manager, I automatically sent your catalog to you. You should be getting it in the mail anytime. I got mine one day last week. I think it was Thursday. And I think that they start sending the customer catalogs out either end of this week or the first part of next week. But they're sent bulk mail, so it'll probably, take a few more days. But I can't open it up. We're not allowed to until it launches on August the 4th. But this is the cover of the holiday mini catalog. There are some returning products from last year, like the mousse. And the class that we were going to do, and it got canceled because of ice. I still have that, and that set carried over. It was doing the little holiday gift bags using the gleaming ornaments. I don't remember what the exact name of the set was, but that carried over. So we'll be using that. And hopefully you'll see some cute little things in the holiday catalog that you like. I found quite a few. I actually had to pare my list down because it was a little bit too large. Demonstrators are allowed to pre-order their products a month ahead of the catalog launching. So I was able to order some things the first part of July to make samples and so forth for the new catalog. So today's class, well, let me just mention one other thing. If you order anything from me in July and your order is under $150, use this host code and you will get a little thank you card and a little gift from me. If your order is $150 or above, you get your own host rewards from Stampin' Up! You get 10% of a $150 order or above, and you'll get rewards. Any product you want, you can pick out for that $15 or, like I said, however much you order. If you order $250, it's still 10%, and you get pick out any merchandise in the catalog that you like. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to show you how to make these two cute little cards. they don't open fully like most of our regular cards do. They have a hinge right here, hinge fold, and then they open like that. You can see it doesn't quite go all the way to the fold. So it's just a 11-inch piece of paper, cut at 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, and that's will make your side fold. And then we're going to score at 5 1/2 and 6 1/2, and the 6 1/2 is what will make your hinge here. So I wanted to show you, I'm going to stamp, this is stamped in crushed curry, and this is stamped in crushed curry. But what is the difference? We're going to dab some paint using these sponge daubers directly onto the red rubber before we actually stamp it onto the cardstock. So let's pull the Stamparatus over and we'll see how I did that. Make sure I have it in the camera. And this is the stamp set. It's called Create Sunflowers. And the large stamp is just beautiful. It stamps with exquisite amount of detail. And then it's got the dies, and those are also awesome. So for this the first two cards that we're going to make, we are using the stamps and then the large die just to cut out the outline of the sunflower. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to ink this up with crushed curry. And then we're going to stamp that. Just put even pressure over the plate. And then, of course, the beauty, if we didn't get it stamped just right, we could ink it up and stamp it again. And it will stamp exactly in the same spot. We have it held by 2 magnets. And then I'm going to show you how I did the other one that has the detail, the color detail. I'm going to flip this over. Magnets down. Going to ink this up again. But before I stamp it, I'm going to take some Calypso Coral and some Early Espresso. And I'm going to take the daubers and I'm going to simply put some ink on my sponge. And I'm going to use just a little piece of scrap paper to get it going. And then I'm going to do that on the stamp. All around that center. Then I'm going to take my Calypso Coral and I'm going, sorry about putting my hand in my arm in the camera, and then we're going to go around the outside of that brown ring with the Calypso Coral. Then we're going to stamp. Close these these up so I don't stick my arm in them. So even pressure. And then I'm going to take, and I want to put just a little more Calypso Coral in that center. And then we're going to take our blender pen, and we're just going to blend this Calypso Coral kind of into this brown layer. I'm going to pull the brown to the center. Clean my dauber off a little bit. Then I'm going to go out here to the yellow, and I'm going to pull some of the yellow in. I'm not coloring at all. I'm just kind of pulling that yellow to the middle. Now, if you wanted extra color anywhere, you could take your sponge dauber and add more to it. Now, I've already, close this for a second. I've already done these by the magic of television. I already have these cut out with the stamp, with the Big Shot. And here's the yellow one. And then I cut a few leaves for this one. And then we're going to use cutout leaves for the plain yellow one. Okay, our card base, we'll do the brown one first. Cinnamon cider. Now we're going to layer, let's see, got the wrong side facing here, okay. We're going to layer, okay, here's our fold, our hinge. We're going to layer this piece of DSP. To the middle. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to attach it with some, oops, forgot to take a little. I'll tell you, this new seal has a learning curve, and I do not have it down pat yet. I'm going to attach this ribbon kind of to the middle of the back. Oops, I forgot something. I swear, when you don't stamp every day, you forget what you were doing with your project. So I'm going to put this little strip of DSP down the middle. Just going to center it here where that hinge is. Got a little carried away with the glue. Okay, then I'm going to take my ribbon stick it to the back. Then we're going to fold this down because we want this to stick. It's not going to open at the original fold. It's going to open at the hinge. So we want that to stick well. And then we're going to take our ribbon and we're just going to make a faux bow, a fake bow. One little. And then we will trim that short. Okay, that part's done. We're going to use some dimensionals on our sunflower. Use my take your pick tool and take those covers off. I'm going to center this on my front. Well, not quite center. I'm going to a little bit to the left because I want to stick these leaves under there. And I'm going to use some glue dots for those. Actually, I think I want to stick that a little further in. Okay, and then we're going to stamp the greeting for this card. And we're going to use the Stamparatus again. And my greeting says, "Thanks a bunch." Actually, I want a little bit longer piece than that. Okay, and I'm going to ink that up with some espresso. And I want that a little darker, so I'm going to ink it up again. There. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and stamp 2 of these because we have the other card. Well, let's see, what color did I put on the other card? Nope, I put blue on the other one, so I'll have to clean that off with my chamois. Let me close the brown. And we'll take our Misty Moonlight, which is one of the new in colors, and we'll stamp another one. And you can see I got a little bit of ink on the plate, but that's not going to transfer to our card, and that stamped perfectly, so I don't need to stamp it again. And I will lay this aside. And we will cut this with our trimmer. This is the little mini trimmer that people earned when they joined in, I think it was March. And then, let's see, I just want that a little. Okay. Go ahead and trim this one. Maybe a little bit. Now there's a couple different ways that we could we can flag the end of this. One way is we can take our scissors and we're just going to cut to the center. Then we're going to go from this side, right at the corner, to the center. And then we're going to take this side and we're going to do the same thing. Perfect flag. Or if you have the triple banner punch, you can do it with that. And then there's one other triple, I think it's called, well, I can't remember what the other one's called, but there's another label punch that works very well to do that too. And I'm just going to center this. You can see right in the middle of the V here. So we've got both of those flagged. We'll use this brown one on our and I'm only going to put glue kind of not to the ends because I just want it to stick right here at the base of the sunflower. It looks like I got a little bit of ink there that I smeared, but we'll take the, we're going to put a little bit of bling on there. These are the In Color enamel dots. If I can get the Ziploc bag open. And I think we're going to use the dark cinnamon cider for this. Put one there. Oh, I pulled the top of that one off. Well, that's not good. And we'll put one up here. And maybe two up there. And then we'll take a piece of white, Whisper White cardstock, and we will put it on the inside. And we're just going to center that. And then I have just a small piece of this DSP that I'm going to trim the inside of the card to kind of dress it up a little bit. You can stamp another greeting on the inside, or you can just use it to write a note for your recipient. By using the glue, it gives us just that little bit of time to wiggle it into place. So there's that one. Set it aside. Now we'll do the blue one. And I've already scored this at 5.5 and 6.5. So we'll add our Designer Series paper, or DSP for short, to the front. Center this. And then I'm going to add a little strip to this centerpiece. I'm going to try to line it up even with my paper that I already have attached. Now on this card, we're going to use the yellow gingham ribbon. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to attach it back here. And I'm going to use tear and tape this time. And then I'm going to put some extra along this hinge. Take the tip of that off, or take the, what do you call them, the liner off. Okay, attach my ribbon in the center, take it down the middle to the other end, attach it, trim it, close my hinge, and I didn't use the bone folder on that because I don't want it to lay open. I want it to just be able to open, but not, I didn't need a crease there, just on the edge. Okay, and then we're going to attach our yellow sunflower that we didn't do any blending on. We just stamped it. So I just wanted, where's my dimensionals? I just wanted you to see the difference in what you could do by either just stamping it or using the direct to rubber technique and coloring it while it was still, while you know, before you had stamped it. So we're going to put this here. We're going to take the navy die cuts. You can see there's the detailed. I didn't use the base outline leaf, just this pretty ornate one. And we're going to put a glue dot, and I'm going to stick it in here. And another glue dot. We're going to stick it in. Well, maybe a little bit up higher. Or do I want it? And then we're going to take our greeting. And this one I'm going to pop up with some dimensionals. See, it's easier to use the take your pick tool. Okay, I'm going to put it about across there. And then we'll add a little bit of bling for this one, and I think we'll use the blue. And then I think we're going to take a little bit more bling. We're going to add a little bit of the Wink of Stella around the center of the sunflower. Maybe a little on the leaves. And then if we want to do the kind of get a little bit of glitter, the glittery on the whole card, we can just take a marker or something and we can just kind of spritz this over the whole card. I don't know if you can see it, but you get a little bit of bling just here and there, random. I did forget to finish the rest of the little bow here. Now this paper, the Designer Series paper that I'm using, is from a suite of products. The sunflower, the dies, and then this paper pack called Flowers for Every Season. This is what I used for this. And some of these are really, really pretty. Of course, they're double-sided. There's even some Christmas. And I really like this blue blueprint one. And I have 2 more cards that I have done with this set that I will show you next time. So here's the one that we made tonight. Here's the one I made the other day. Trying to make sure I keep these in the camera. Can't see. And then here are the 2 that I made of the other card that we made. So I hope you liked it, and I will finish the other 2 cards that I wanted to show you using the same technique, and I will post that video soon. Thanks, everybody. Create something fun today.